Hi, my name is Olivia Ramos, and I will be using the themes about racial injustice, my own personal experience, and how that has given me a positive outlook on life and just my race in general. So I used to be a military child, and with that comes a lot of traveling. I used to live in a small little town called Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I was in fifth grade when an experience of mine actually happened. In fifth grade, you don't really get told about your race and the injustices that might come with it. So it came to a shock one day when I went into recess playing with my friends and I heard a loud scream. When I turned around, I saw a group of boys around a fence and a little bracelet on the opposite side. With that, being a hero I am, I went to the fence and I asked if they needed help. One of the boys said yes, while the other boys kind of just gave me type of look, and I guess I didn't notice that at the time. So I grabbed it and I gave it to them, and they started yelling at me. And I didn't really understand why they were yelling at me, as one of them legitimately told me that they needed help. And many of the words that they have said nowadays, I just don't remember. It was very incoherent for me, and I just haven't got the energy. But the argument took place for over 20 minutes, and no adult had heard until one of the boys had said something. A white boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, told me that I should be picking his cotton. And at the time I was confused, but I could understand that it wasn't based on just my personality, but the color of my skin. I knew that because of the difference between the darkness and lightness of skin colors, I was considered less than and more of a slave, or anything that he deemed as unworthy. So I called him ghetto and I started sobbing, breaking down. But later in that day I was perfectly fine until I got in the car to my mom and we were going to get a gift card for probably my grandparents. I started breaking down sobbing. I told her what had happened, what the boy had said, and how it made me feel, and she was just enraged. She couldn't understand how anyone would allow that. So she emailed my teacher, a kind, middle-aged black woman, and the reply she got surprised not only my parents, but also me. She told us that we shouldn't make any further engagement in the activity, as both of them had, me and the boy, had created and said hurtful things. If you don't remember, I said that I thought he was ghetto and that he needed to stop. He had told me that I should be picking his cotton. We had both gotten a referral for hateful speech, and that made me feel less than, as not even a woman of the same color as me could see how painful and dreadful it made me feel, and less than. So after that, I took a lot of time to recover. All of fifth grade, I kind of was dazed out, as I kind of understood my place in society. I knew that I was just a black girl. No matter how many white friends I had, or black friends, it didn't matter, as I would be considered a black girl. A few years passed. I moved to Florida, and it was a culture shock. Everyone loved everyone. I didn't really hear any bias towards anyone, and everyone embraced who they were. If you were black and you had curly hair, you would see it. If you were Hispanic and you knew Spanish, you would see it, you would hear it. You would see and feel the culture, and it made me feel welcomed and loved. So after I reevaluated myself and understood that I was in a place that was so small, and now I'm in a place where everything is so good, it gave me more of a positive outlook on life, and so I had to tell myself that it was just one small inconvenience compared to my whole life. I joined the BSU, I joined theater, I joined fashion, I joined many groups that could make me feel included and would make me feel like I was embraced by a community, in my own community of Black people, but also with a community of things that I love that aren't based off of race. And that's how I've kind of managed a situation like that. And of course, I have dealt with a lot of racial inequalities in my life, but none of them really have gotten that much of an effect of me or energy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.